Well, today we're going to be doing some table review. So the joke of the day is, how do you read a book about plants? So what is a table? A table is a way that mathematicians organize data to represent different things. So you can see there's a picture of a horizontal table and a vertical table. So when we're looking at how to understand tables, we're going to go over an example of reading a table and what information it could tell us. So example number 1, the table shows the number of books read by students in a month. How many books did Bella read? Well, it says right here, Bella read 6 books. Who read the least number of books? So we want to go to the books read and see who has the lowest number. It's right here, the 2, and that's going to be Chris. And then what is the total number of books read by all the students? So I'm going to add these up. So 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. 2 plus 5 is 7. And so there's 17 books total. Okay, so that can help us read a table. Let's look at the next example, exploring proportional relationships. So this should say example number 2, but example number 2 says the table shows the amount of money earned based on hours work. Is the relationship proportional? So to be a proportional relationship, just a reminder, I'm going to put PR for proportional relationship up here. It has to go through the origin. Add 0, 0. And it has to increase by a constant of proportionality, K. And it has to be linear, it has to be a straight line. Okay, so let's look at this table to see if it's proportional. To find the constant of proportionality from a table, we want to see how much the y is increased and the x is increased. We can also just take a y and divide it by an x. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take the 30 and I'm going to divide it by 2. And I'll get 15 there. So then if we go back 30 here, we subtract 30, we'll be at 0. And if we subtract 2 over here, we'll be at 0. Showing us that it does go through the origin. It has a constant of proportionality, K, right? All of these are equal to 15. If we take 60 divided by 4, that's 15. 90 divided by 6 is 15. And 120 divided by 8 is 15. So if all these are the same, if all the unit rates are the same, then it is a constant of proportionality. We can say it's proportional. So the next question says, what is the constant of proportionality, K? Well, we already calculated that as 15. So we can say 15, and that's the money earned in dollars per hour worked. And then it says, write an equation for this relationship. So when we're writing equations for proportional relationships, all we need to write is y equals kx, where y in this case represents the money earned, x represents the hours worked, and k represents the constant of proportionality. So y is equal to 15x. Okay, good. So let's look at the next example. Finding equations from a table. So it says, answer the questions below about the table. What is the equation that represents this table? So this is not proportional because we can see here it starts at 0, 0. So now I'm going to see if it's a linear line looking at y equals mx plus b. So we need to find the slope and see if it increases by the same amount. So from 5 to 8, it increases by 3. 8 to 11, 3. 11 to 14, 3. And then the x's are increasing by 1s. And so we can see it's increasing by the same amount, so it's going to be linear. And then our slope is our change in y over our change in x. So it's 3 over 1, which is just 3. And then the b is the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is where x is equal to 0. And x is 0 right here, where y is 5. So it'll be plus 5. So this is the equation. Y equals 3x plus 5. And then it says, what is the y-intercept from the table? So we just identified the y-intercept as 0, 5. So remember, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, which means that the x value is 0. It's not going over at all horizontally. It's just going up, meaning that the x value is 0. Alrighty, well, thank you all for listening. So back to the joke of the day. How do you read a book about plants? You leaf through it. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed.